Okay, let us start. So,
Okay,
uh,
okay, ma'am.
good evening. So, as we had discussed last week, we'll be starting with unit number 2 today. Okay, in unit
Okay.
number 2, the name of the unit is What Do You Do? What do you do means क्या?
मी काय करता?
तुम्ही काय
करताय.
करता? हां, तुम्ही काय करता? ओके, करताय नाही, काय करता?
अच्छा.
So, the name of the unit is What Do You Do? That means क्या करते हो basically? What do you do for living? That's what we are trying to say over here. Now, the first thing that we have over here is these 6 part-time jobs that students in United States that usually take up. Okay, now we have discussed
Hmm.
this before that usually students take up part-time jobs in a lot of foreign countries because they are looking for some extra pocket money and they want to take care of their education and they want to take care of the other expenses that they might have and also for exposure. Correct. Now the different kind of jobs that they take up are, they can be an usher. Usher is the person that checks the ticket in movie theaters. We have already discussed that. Then next we have tutor. Tutor is a person, of course, who teaches according to the expertise of the subject. Then we have a team assistant, a person who takes care of the sports team, who assists coaches and team players. And then we have a caregiver. A caregiver is the person who takes care of old people, correct, senior citizens. And then we have a server. Server is nothing but waiter. And then we have a fitness instructor, okay, who guides for fitness. Now you have to tell me which jobs are easy and which are difficult according to you and why. You have to try to give me reason also.
I think server job is easy.
Server's job is easy, okay, apostrophe s आएगा, okay, why?
Because we know the basic etiquettes of how to treat people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why server's job is easy.
Okay, and which jobs are difficult according to you then?
I think caregiver job
Is difficult.
or
Caregivers, givers आएगा, apostrophe s आएगा, उसका job ना हम बोल रहे हैं caregivers.
caregivers or team assistant job is difficult.
Okay, why do you think so?
In caregiver job, we know about the people health in anytime suddenly मतलब उसके हेल्थ के साथ कुछ भी हो
You
सकता है
have
ना.
to try in English. You have to try in English. You can't answer in Hindi. Uh-huh. Anything can go wrong. The health can go wrong anytime. Okay, what else?
Yes, or in team leader,
Team assistant. Team leader नहीं है. Team leader is different.
in team assistant, we assist different kind of people,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not easy to convey everyone how to follow the rules and all.
Okay. Okay. Great. Next, what is your opinion? Are these good jobs for students?
Yes,
Okay. Why do you feel so? You can explain. Why?
because first one is usher job. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a student will do this job as a part time because most of people are watching movie in night time. So after evening, they will do this job.
Mm-hmm.
Also, same server job. Server jobs work in uh, वो शिफ्ट में होता है मतलब
They work in shifts.
वर्क इन शिफ्ट सो इट्स
You have to imagine I don't understand Hindi. You have to speak accordingly. Okay? I don't know Hindi. You have to speak only in English.
ओके in server job there are times in shifts so student can do this job according to their time
Mm-hmm.
मतलब day shift night shift
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are some other jobs that students can take up? What are some other jobs that students can take up?
like other jobs like delivery boy
Mm-hmm.
uh, some marketing some products.
Okay. Also babysitting, dog sitting. Those jobs are also famous. Correct and easy.
Yes,
If you observe like these jobs, they don't need any kind of degree or as such any kind of experience. Correct? So they can take up
yes.
these jobs. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move to the next part. Here we have a vocabulary exercise. In this, you just need to put the correct words into the correct category. Okay, most of the jobs are given over here. Only job that you need to know is this is chef. Do not mispronounce this word. This is the word, this word is called or pronounced as chef. Okay, that's what you
Yes.
need to remember. And this is server, singer, and this is tour guide. Okay. Next,
Okay.
over here, we have a quick exercise. The sentences are divided into three parts. Okay, you just need to connect
Hmm.
these sentences quickly. And while you connect the sentences, do observe the pictures also and do observe the sentence structures also. If you observe with all the verbs, S has been used. Okay, and verbs are not used in ing
Okay.
form, they are used in the root form. So observe that also when you are making the sentences. Quickly try connecting the
Okay.
sentences and then we'll discuss it.
A chef cooks food
Write it
in
down
a
first.
restaurant.
Write it down first quickly.
Oh,
You are late.
Yeah,
Tell me once you're done.
done, ma'am.
Done? Okay. Tell me your answer
Yes.
quickly.
A chef cooks food in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
A mechanic fixes cars.
Fixes. Fixes.
Fi- A mechanic fixes cars in a garage. A
Mm.
carpenter builds houses. says for a construction company,
Mm-hmm.
a reporter writes stories for a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
A nurse cares of patients in a
Cares
hospital.
for patients. Cares for patients. Okay, very good.
Cares for patients.
Next, over here we have a conversation. I want you quickly to read the conversation. Uh, Ankita, you will be Jason, and Shivraj, you can be Andrea.
Okay, ma'am.
Where do you work, Andrea?
I work at Thomas Cook Travel.
Oh, really? What do you do there?
I am guide. I take a people on tours to.
I take people on tours. I
I
take.
take peop- I take people on tours to countries in South America like Peru.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's great job. I really love it. And what do you do?
Oh, I am a student. I have a part-time job too.
Where do you work?
In a fast food restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Hamburger Heaven.
Hamburger.
Mm.
Hamburger heaven.
Hamburger Heaven.
Very good. Okay. Now you might remember last time we had discussed this rule that whenever we pronounce the R, there are two types of R. Correct? The one which is silent and the one which is pronounced. Now, if you remember the rule that whenever the R, the letter R, if it comes before a vowel sound, we'll pronounce it. Okay? Or if it comes after a consonant sound, we will pronounce it. For example, rat, rice, strain, cry, story. Correct? But if we have the letter R which comes after a vowel sound, we will not pronounce it. Okay, example car, coat, learn, shorter, store. Will not pronounce it harshly. एकदम स्लाइट प्रोनाउंसिएशन रहता है उसका. ठीक है, let us listen to it quickly.
We pronounce it.
rat, rice, pretty, strain, cry, story,
We do not pronounce it.
car, court, learn, shorter, store.
Okay, understood the difference? Now, over
Yes.
here, you guys have to quickly write down the words and write down whether they have silent R or do we pronounce the R. Write it down quickly.
Or for to plow shirt. Done, ma'am.
Ankita, are you also done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us listen to the audio quickly.
1,
Heart,
2,
world,
3,
door,
4,
turkey,
5,
flower,
6,
shirt,
7,
4,
8,
guitar,
9,
chair,
Okay. Now, same way, when when I play the audio for this conversation, observe where the R's are silent. Okay, for example, if I read the first sentence, it will be, where do you work, Andrea? I work at Thomas Cook Travel. That's how it will be. I'll play the audio, pay attention to the pronunciations also along with the audio, along with the conversation.
Unit 2. What do you do? Page 9, Exercise 4, Conversation. Where do you work? Part A. Listen and practice.
Where do you work, Andrea?
I work at Thomas Cook Travel.
Oh, really? What do you do there?
I'm a guide. I take people on tours to countries in South America, like Peru.
How interesting.
Yeah, it's a great job. I really love it. And what do you do?
Oh, I'm a student. I have a part-time job, too,
Where do you work?
in a fast food restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Hamburger Heaven.
Okay. Now, the conversation is pretty easy, correct? Any confusion in the conversation? Anything that you did not understand? Okay. Now, we are going to listen to the second part of the conversation. Here, you have to focus on the question, what does Jason do exactly and how does he like his job? उसने बताया तो वो जॉब करता है, but वो exactly क्या जॉब करता है? Okay? And उसके साथ में how does he like his job? उसको उसका जॉब पसंद है कि नहीं पसंद है?
Page 9, Exercise 4, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Jason do exactly? How does he like his job?
What do you do exactly? Do you make hamburgers?
No, I don't. I'm a cashier. I just take orders.
And what's it like there? Do you like your job?
Sure, it's fun. And I get free hamburgers, too.
Okay. What does he do exactly?
Yes. He is a cashier.
Okay. And how does he like his job? He likes his job, correct? He gets free hamburgers
Yes.
too. Very
Yes.
good.
Free hamburgers.
Okay, very good. Next, if you observe,
Page 9, Exercise 4.
if you observed in this conversation, they were using simple present tense. Correct? They were using simple present tense. And that's what we are going to look at. This is the first tense that we look at. Now we already know that we have three main types of tenses, that is present, past and future. Correct? And we have four subtypes of it. Simple tenses, continuous tenses, perfect tenses, and then we have perfect continuous tenses. Now we don't go through all of these tenses together, we go through them one by one. So the first tense that we look at over here is the simple present tense. Now, when do we use simple present tense? That's what we need to understand first. We use simple present tense to talk about a habitual action or a repeated action. For example, I can say Ankita goes to office every day at 8 a.m. Okay, so I'm here talking about a repeated action, something that Ankita does on everyday basis. Same way, I can talk about myself. I can say, as soon as I wake up, I drink coffee. I drink coffee as soon as I wake up. So here also I'm talking about my habit, right? Then we can also use this tense to talk about a person's routine on a particular day. For example, I can say Ankita wakes up a little late on Sundays. Okay, so I'm talking about a particular day's routine. Next, we can also use it to talk about permanent truths. What do we mean by permanent truths? Permanent truths are the things that we cannot change. For example, the sun rises from the east. Can we change that? No, I cannot. Correct? अगर मैं चाहूँ तो वो north से rise नहीं होगा. It's still going to rise from east. So, it will be in simple present tense. Same way, I can also talk about scientific facts. I can say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. That is how we use simple present tense. We can also use it to talk about future, but it has a little terms and conditions when we use it for future. Future में वो repeated action वापस होना चाहिए और एक बार वो action हमने किया हुआ होना चाहिए, तभी हम उसको use कर सकते हैं. So it's a little bit complicated. I would say remember the 3 rules that I told you just now. First is habitual or repeated actions. Second is scientific facts or permanent truths. Okay, that's when we use our simple present tense. Now when we talk about simple present tense, if you remember हमने फर्स्ट यूनिट में देखा था फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन, थर्ड पर्सन क्या रहता है, करेक्ट. तो हमारा अगर फर्स्ट पर्सन हम यूज कर रहे हैं या फिर सेकंड पर्सन हम यूज कर रहे हैं तो हमारा वर्ब इन पॉजिटिव सेंटेंसेस विल रिमेन एज इट इज. बट अगर हम थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर जो कि है थर्ड पर्सन का नेम, नहीं तो फिर ही शी इट अगर हम यूज कर रहे हैं तो हम वर्ब के साथ में एस यूज करेंगे. एंड इन नेगेटिव एंड इंटरोगेटिव्स वी विल यूज द वर्ड does.
Does.
Okay, that's what we need to remember. So in positive we will say I go to school every day, but he goes
He
to school.
goes to.
Yes, he goes to school every day. In negative I will say I don't go to school every day, he doesn't go to school every day.
Doesn't.
Now यहाँ पर हम does यूज कर रहे हैं, इसकी वजह से verb के साथ में वापस हम s add नहीं करेंगे. Okay, verb will remain as it is. Same way in interrogatives we will start with do and does if it's a yes and no question. Do you go to school every day? Does he go to school every day? And for WH questions we will start with WH question word. When do you go to school every day? And when does she go to school every day? That is how we will make the sentences. Clear? Now in this tense, as we are talking about repeated actions, we can also use the words like generally, usually, frequently, often. इसको हमें use कैसे करना है वो हम 6th unit में देखेंगे. Okay, don't worry about that part as of now. Quickly write down the rules in your own words. Just rules लिखो, examples you can skip.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Okay, next.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, write this down.
Mhm.
Done?
Done, done.
Okay, Ankita.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Next, write down the sentence structures.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, interrogatives.
और सिंपल प्रेजेंस हो गया था ना नंबर 3 या 4 नंबर में.
We are on second unit currently. We are doing second unit.
सेकंड रिपीट करेंगे मैम वापस.
Yes.
अभी मैम रोज 8 बजे क्लास होगा क्या?
Yes.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Write this down also quickly.
हो गया मैम.
Okay. Now quickly try doing this exercise. Okay. Observe the sentences properly and try doing it. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay.
Okay. What do you do on food time for the first day and
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me your answers quickly. First one, Shivraj, tell me the answer.
Uh, what do you do? And full-time student, I study to own. And do you go to the school?
Where do you go to the school? Where do
Uh,
you
where
go?
do you where do you go to school?
Hmm.
Yeah. And I go I go to the newer school of music. Wow, do you like your classes?
How do you like your classes?
Yeah, do you like your classes? Make another wow. Do you how do you your classes?
Next, I like them a lot. Okay, Ankita, next.
What does Tanaya do? She's a teacher. She teaches.
Please repeat, Ankita.
What does Tanaya do?
Tanya, okay.
Tanya.
Hmm.
She's a teacher. She teaches an art classes at a school in Denver.
Hmm.
And what about Ryan?
Hmm.
Ryan,
Ryan, what about Ryan?
where does he work?
Hmm.
He works for a big computer company in San Francisco.
He works for a big computer company, correct? Next.
What does he?
What does he do exactly?
Hmm.
He
He
uh,
he's a website designer.
Hmm.
He makes
He makes. He makes
he
fantastic
he makes
websites.
fantastic websites.
Very good. Now, your task is you have to make five sentences in simple present tense right now. Okay? Five sentences in simple present tense, but five positive, five negative, and five interrogative. Yes and no both. WH and yes and no both. Okay? Try doing it quickly. It
simple
needs to be in
present.
only simple present tense. Okay?
I am simple present tense. Okay. I play the cricket. I go to school. literally. Negative. Different. Okay. सिंपल प्रेजेंटेशन हमें सिंपल प्रेजेंटेशन का ये पॉजिटिव और इंटरोगेटिव बना निगेटिव बनाना है ना इंटरोगेटिव बनाना है इसका
Yes, all the sentence structures. In all the sentence structures.
ये
Only in simple present tense. Okay. Positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative में भी yes and no question, WH questions. सब में 5-5, ठीक है? इन सारे I नहीं, थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर में भी बनाने हैं.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Shivraj, Ankita, both of
मेरा
you
मैम
done?
WH
Yes,
क्वेश्चन
ma'am.
अभी गए हैं, बाकी हो गए सब।
Okay. Ankita, you're going to take a picture
Yes,
of
ma'am.
it and share it with me. Okay? Share it in the group
Okay.
or share it in personal. Anything would do, but you have to share the picture. Same thing for you, Shivraj. Okay? Whatever you
Yes.
have written, complete कर लो and share the pictures with me in the group or in personal chat. Group would be preferred तो मुझे याद रहता है. Personal chat में ना भूल जाने हो जाता है कभी-कभी. To do that, and along with that you will complete exercise B for homework along with exercise 6, which is your writing exercise. Okay, over here you have to talk about any one of your classmate, but you do not have to use any name. You will just try to describe your classmate. If क्लासमेट अगर पॉसिबल नहीं है क्योंकि आप दोनों एक दूसरे को इतने अच्छे से जानते नहीं हो, take up any one family member of yours. Okay, take up any one family member of yours and try to describe that family member, but only in simple present tense. You will not use any other tense. Okay, you're talking about facts about that person. You don't need to use any other tense. Okay, that will be your homework. We'll stop over here for today. We will continue tomorrow with the second part of the unit 2. Okay, any questions, any doubts, anything that you did not understand? No questions?
When we make this sentence, uh,
Tell me.
when we use he, she, it,
Hmm.
then we use does. When we use he, she, it, we use does. After that, we use yes for
नहीं,
yes
verb
in sentence.
पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस है तो हम verb प्लस s यूज करेंगे with he she it. ओके, थर्ड
Hmm.
पर्सन सिंगुलर में. अगर हम नेगेटिव सेंटेंस या फिर इंटरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस बना रहे हैं जहाँ पर हम डज यूज कर रहे हैं, तो वर्ब के साथ में
Hmm.
वापस एस नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि जो एस हमें यूज करना है वो सेंटेंस में एक ही बार यूज करना है, तो वो हमारा ऑलरेडी डू के साथ में आ गया है, बराबर, हेल्पिंग वर्ब के साथ में. तो मेन वर्ब के साथ में हमें वापस एस की जरूरत नहीं है. अंडरस्टूड?
Yes.
या, दैट इज द रूल दैट यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. क्लियर?
Yes.
एनी अदर कंफ्यूजन?
No.
ओके, शिवराज, एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
मैं पूछता
Okay.
हूँ।
Complete this and share it with me. Do not forget to share it. Okay.
ओके
Okay then.
Yes.
We'll continue tomorrow. Chalo. Bye bye then.
ओके
Good night.
बाय।
Bye.